So in this video, I want to talk about how to put together the MalaMask, and I want to go into filter stacking. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the channel. I apologize, last week I didn't have a video out. There's a lot going on in the background here, just with being back to work and a whole bunch of other stuff. That's a video on its own that I don't know if I'm gonna get into. But in this video, I want to show you how to really quickly put together the mask and the filter housing, and I mainly want to go over the stacking of the filters and how to get that right. I figure I'll include the filter stacking or filter assembly, just because it just makes sense. So the mask is 4 parts. You've got the ring here. You've got this is like the inner piece here, inner filter piece, if you will. And there is 2 little knobs on it. You got one right there, and then on the opposite side there. And then those go top and bottom in the mask here. Okay, so this goes with the larger side up. And I recall putting this in another video, but this is fairly quick to just include here. So you place that in there, and you line up those notches with those notches. Okay, easy enough. Then you take this ring and you put the wider side, if you're looking at it here, the wider side towards the mask, and just go ahead and screw that on like that. Okay. And then if you're wondering, these guys I definitely covered in a different video. That's for the straps. We're not going to touch those today, but I will just have them there because I store them inside of the filter when there's not filters in them. And I don't donate these with filters in them. Okay, so there, we're done there. And then lastly, this guy goes on just like that. And as my set falls apart. So now I want to speak a little bit about the filter. Whoever gets to this mask could just open this up, take the filter as one packet, and then stick it in here. Okay, it's very important when you put this in here that all the edges of the filter lines up, and then this guy goes around and presses down evenly all the way around, and then just screw right into the mask itself. Okay, just like that. And then you can see the filter material through the back there. And for those of you looking, like, this is a terrible print, but it is what it is. It printed, it's solid, it's whatever. It's that's what I get for just like rushing prints to get these done. For a while there was quite a hot demand for these. People in healthcare really needed masks, and now it's started to slow. I screeched to a halt, which is good. So I'm still printing them. Who knows? So anyway, the filter is made up of 2 separate parts, but there's 7 pieces. And this part here, this is the MERV 13, and that comes from this stuff here. This is your standard house filter, and it's not going to fit, so I'm not going to attempt to make it fit. But this is MERV 13, and what you do is you rip up that filter and then cut circles. So the way this is stacked, you take a piece of MERV 13, okay, and you take this is just a standard cotton round. This is a Swisspers 100% cotton round. You put that second. Then you take 3 MERV 13 filters. You got 1, 2, and 3. You follow it up with another cotton round. And then finally, another piece of MERV 13. And then you stack it accordingly. So we got the MERV 13 cotton round. I'm stacking up at the bottom. MERV 13, MERV 13, MERV 13, cotton round, and MERV 13. Okay, these 3 pieces in the middle, as you can see, they're folded from the pleat. What I try to do is just put the pleats going opposite directions. I don't know if that helps or doesn't or whatever. It's just something that I like to do. And then as you can see, these are all cut to 2.25 inches in diameter. And you just put it like that. Okay, and as you saw earlier, place that right inside here. Now what I've been doing differently with this is the equivalent of an N95. If that's too much to breathe through, I have been pulling the front filter and the back filter, leaving the 3 in the center and then the 2 cotton rounds, placing that in here. And this is the equivalent of a level 2 mask. And if that's too much, go ahead and pull out one more MERV 13. So you have cotton, MERV 13, MERV 13, cotton. And this is the equivalent of a level 1 or a surgical mask. So that's kind of what I've been doing. When I first started wearing these masks, I initially did this, and I wasn't sure if you should split these MERV 13s and put, one in the center. So go, cotton rounds falling apart. So it would be filter, cotton round, filter, cotton round, filter. I ended up going with this way, and it seems to work fine. So there's that. So we're gonna put our filter, cotton round, filter, 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 cotton round, filter. Now we're back at N95. So yeah, when you first get these, it is difficult to breathe through. You do get used to it. Strenuous activity, sometimes it might be a little bit much, but there's that. So this is going to be my personal filter, so I have no qualms not wearing gloves with it. And this mask will be dry heat sterilized, so before it goes out. So there's that. So that's a quick look at how to stack your filters. If you guys are interested, I'll show you how to cut these and how to rip open the other filters. And I can also show you how to glue on this silicone. There is a certain way that I've been doing it. The smaller, like this medium mask, is easier, but once you start getting into the large and the extra large, it becomes difficult. So there's kind of a couple of tricks that I use. So there's that. And then all these pock marks right here. Yeah, thanks Kira 4.6, what was it? 4.6 or something like that. I don't know. It got really screwed up. There was a few bugs in it, and that's probably why this thing as a whole just printed terribly. But it is functional. It is robust enough to handle the rigors of mask wearing. So out the door it will go. And as stated earlier, I've just been taking these tri-glides and then popping them in here and then screwing this on, and that just kind of keeps them together until I can get the straps on this guy. So that's that. That's just a quick look at what's going on here. I hope to get back to FPV and 3D printing in general soon. I still have a lot of PPE stuff going on, so I have been busy with that, and to switch gears midstream here is kind of difficult for my head to handle. So here we are. We're still on this, still on the PPE. I'm printing right now some face shields because as we open back up, companies are going to need those. So face shields will go out the doors, masks if they need them probably. And I am still printing by the handfuls the ear savers for surgical masks, and those are being donated as well to healthcare workers, first responders, etc. So a lot going on. I got my hands everywhere here. So yeah, they're just between 3D printing these and putting them together and cutting filters and all that happy stuff, I have pretty much used up all my free time. So that's why we didn't have a video last week. I'm hoping to get this one done this week for you guys. So there's that. Listen, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're staying safe out there. what are you guys doing during this pandemic? Are you to the point where you're just like, screw it, and you're not wearing a mask anymore? Or, you know, are you wearing a mask, or are you required to? I'm just interested to know how this is affecting you guys, and how everybody is holding up. So with that, if you enjoyed the video, please click that thumbs up button. It definitely helps me out. And if you haven't done it already, like 95% of you have not, go ahead and punch that subscribe button, because you only get to do it once, and it's fun. And I'll catch you later. Peace.